Are you ready to unlock the secrets to success hidden within your own mind? In this video, we're exploring the profound teachings of Buddhism and how they can help you activate your higher mind for success. Lesson 1. Figure out what you enjoy doing the most. Finding your favorite thing to do isn't just about having fun for a short time. It's also about finding a deeper reason and connecting with things that are in line with who you really are. This connection is very important if you want to use your higher mind and have long-lasting success. Self-discovery is a central part of spiritual growth in Buddhism. The Buddha stressed that knowing yourself was a key part of becoming enlightened. You are discovering yourself when you take the time to look into your hobbies and interests. You can find out what your real wants, strengths, and inclinations are through this process. To learn more about yourself, you might want to keep a book. Write down what you're thinking, feeling, and doing. Think about the things that make you happy and satisfied. This can help you see patterns and themes that keep coming up in your life. For example, if you always feel happy when you're doing artistic things, that could mean that creativity is an important part of who you are. One of the hardest things about finding your favorite thing to do is going against social norms and outside forces. Society often sets rules and expectations for what it means to be successful, which can push people to take actions that aren't in line with who they really are. It's important to be aware of these outside factors and tell them apart from your true passions. Getting in touch with your inner child is another strong way to find your favorite thing to do. When we are kids, we naturally want to do things that make us happy and excited. As we get older, though, we often have to put these hobbies on hold because of responsibilities and social norms. Just think about the things you loved doing as a kid. Did you like sharing stories, drawing, playing music, or going outside? These interests from your childhood can help you figure out what you enjoy doing most as an adult. Let yourself enjoy these things without judging or criticizing yourself. Enjoy the sense of fun and wonder that comes with looking into things that interest you. Sometimes, you have to try new things and look around to find the thing you enjoy doing the most. Try new things. You might not know what you love until you do them. You should be willing to try new things, like hobbies, classes, or charity work. These things can open up new opportunities for you and help you find skills you didn't know you had. For instance, if you've always been interested in drawing but never tried it, you might want to think about taking a class. If you don't end up becoming a professional artist, the process can be very rewarding, and you might even find that you love being artistic. In the same way, if you want to try gardening, start a small one and see how it feels to take care of plants. Your body and feelings can tell you a lot about the things that make you happy. Pay attention to how you feel when you do different things. Are you pumped up and ready to go, or are you worn out and unhappy? Your physical and emotional reactions can tell you a lot about the things you enjoy doing the most. Mindfulness is an important practice in Buddhism. It means being aware of your ideas, feelings, and physical sensations without judging them. Mindfulness can help you connect with your inner experiences and find tasks that make you feel more deeply connected to them. Aligning with your core values is another important part of finding the thing you enjoy doing the most. Your beliefs tell you what's most important to you and help you make decisions in life. A feeling of authenticity and fulfillment comes from doing things that are in line with your values. It can be hard to find time for things that make us happy when we're busy. But making time for your interests is important if you want to use your higher mind and be successful. Set aside time for your favorite hobbies to make them more important. Like any other duty, you should treat these things as important promises. Setting limits and saying no to things that don't fit with your values or make you happy is also part of making space for your interest. It's okay to let go of responsibilities that make you tired and stop you from doing the things you love. Always keep in mind that your time and energy are valuable assets that should be used wisely. When you do the thing you love with other people who share your interest, it can be even more satisfying. Connecting with people who share your interests can give you a sense of connection and help. It can also motivate you to keep doing the things that interest you and learn more. Find clubs, groups, or online communities that deal with the things you like. Meet people who are interested in the same things you are by going to classes, events, or meetups. Sharing your experiences and learning from others can make your fun even greater and inspire you to keep exploring the things that interest you. To find and do the thing you enjoy doing the most, you might have to get over your fears and doubts about yourself. You might be afraid of failing, being judged, or being turned down. Fears like these can keep you from following your dreams. It's important to remember, though, that fear and self-doubt are normal parts of being human. Remember that finding your favorite thing to do is not a one-time thing. Things you like and are passionate about may change as you grow and change. Accept that you are always learning and growing on this path. Keep your mind open to new things and be ready to change to fit new hobbies and chances. Finding the thing you enjoy doing the most is an important step toward using your better mind to achieve success. It means getting to know yourself, letting go of social expectations, getting in touch with your inner child, and trying new things. You can create a fulfilling and real life by living in line with your beliefs, making room for your passions, and connecting with people who share your values. Welcome the process of finding and developing your interests, and let the joy of constant growth lead you to success and happiness. Lesson 2. Remember that you can change your life. In Buddhism, the idea of change is not just an intellectual idea. It is a real living truth that can have a huge effect on our lives. Everywhere we are and whatever is going on in our lives, this lesson teaches us that we have the power to change them. We believe this because we know that our minds and the world around us are always changing. It can be freeing and powerful to accept this idea because it creates endless opportunities for growth and change. To be mindful, we have to be fully present in the present moment and notice our thoughts, feelings, and emotions without judging them. It lets us see things as they really are, not as we have twisted them because of our fears, wants, and past experiences. Mindfulness helps us become more aware of our habits and the parts of our lives that might need to change. Being mindful helps us see that our feelings and thoughts are temporary. We can avoid being swept away by negative or limiting ideas if we just observe them without getting attached to them. As we become more aware, we can see the thoughts and actions that no longer serve us. This can help us make changes. For example, if we notice that we often think negatively about ourselves, mindfulness can help us see this trend and choose to talk to ourselves in a more kind and encouraging way. Fear is a big reason why people don't change. We might not take the steps we need to improve our lives because we are afraid of the unknown, of failing, or of losing what we already have. In Buddhism, these feelings are seen as signs of attachment and aversion, which are two of the main reasons why people suffer. Attachment keeps us stuck in the familiar, even if it hurts, and fear keeps us away from new things and chances to grow. It is important to develop an open and curious attitude in order to get past fear and resistance. Instead of seeing change as a threat, we can see it as an adventure, a trip into the unknown where we might find new things and have new experiences. This change in how we see things can make us feel less anxious and more open to change. A very important part of making changes is being clear about what you want to do. Intentions are not the same as goals because intentions are more about how we act than what we want to happen. Intentions are about making sure that our actions are in line with our core values and hopes, while goals are about getting a certain result. A big part of the law of fate is intention. The Buddha taught that we shouldn't just judge our deeds by how they turn out, but also by why we did them. That is to say, even small actions can make a big difference if they are done with the right mindset. To get better at being patient, for instance, we might start by taking a few deep breaths when we're feeling angry. This small habit can change our behavior and way of thinking in a big way over time. Another strong way to bring about change is to visualize it. We can strengthen our goals and make them more real in our minds by picturing the life we want to make happen. Visualization helps us see ourselves reaching our goals, getting past problems, and succeeding. It can also make us feel good feelings like motivation and excitement, which help us make changes in our lives. Setting goals and picturing the results we want are both helpful, but they need to be paired with real actions. Change takes work and persistence. Still, it doesn't have to be too much. To get going, you need to take small, doable steps that add up over time. If we want to make meditation a daily habit, for instance, we might begin by meditating for just 5 minutes every day. Over time, we can slowly add more time as we get better at the task. We can use the same method to improve our health, learn a new skill, or make our relationships better in any area of our lives. Being part of a group that supports us gives us hope, responsibility, and a sense that we belong. It helps us remember that we're not the only ones going through tough times, and that other people have been through similar things and come out on top. We can stay motivated and committed to our road of change if we have a Sangha. This can be a meditation group, a support group, or a circle of friends who share our values. It's important to understand that change is a process that lasts a lifetime. In Buddhism, the way to awakening is seen as a long, slow process of change that happens over many lives. In the same way, the process of growing and changing as a person is constant and always changing. As we move forward on our path, we may face problems and hurdles. It's important to be patient and kind to yourself during these times. We don't have to see them as mistakes. We can see them as chances to learn and grow. Every task we face is a chance to get better at what we're doing and make our resolve stronger. When we accept that change as a process that lasts a lifetime, we let go of the need to be perfect and let ourselves grow at our own pace. We learn to enjoy the little steps and steady progress because we know that each one gets us closer to our full potential. Lesson 3. You are in charge of your own life. Realizing that you are responsible for your life is a freeing experience that can cause you to grow and change in huge ways. In addition to being a philosophical idea, this theory is also a useful way to live a meaningful life. It means having a deep knowledge of how your actions, thoughts, and attitudes affect your life, and how you can make your life what you want it to be. Training yourself to be disciplined is an important part of taking charge of your life. Self-discipline means being able to handle your feelings, thoughts, and actions in a way that helps you reach your long-term goals. It means choosing to do something instead of doing something automatically or giving in to instant satisfaction. Write down what you want to do in different parts of your life. Having clear goals gives you direction and a reason to stay grounded and focused. Setting up a daily routine can help give your life order and consistency. This helps you focus your time and energy on important tasks and makes you less likely to put things off. Deal with your feelings and desires. This could mean fighting the urge to do things that are bad for you, dealing with stress, and staying calm when things get tough. A key part of self-discipline is commitment. Even if things go wrong or obstacles appear, stay true to your goals and ideals. Remind yourself of why you want to reach your goals and how keeping on track will help you. Accepting that you are in charge of your life also means embracing personal freedom. Personal strength means believing that you have the power and ability to make choices and act in ways that affect your life. It means being aware of your strengths, skills, and potential, and using them to make the world a better place. Buddhism teaches that real empowerment comes from inside, not from acceptance or validation from others. Building up your inner strength and self-confidence will help you handle life's challenges with grace and power. Think about what you're good at and what skills you have. Learn to recognize your strengths and how they can help you reach your goals. Setting healthy limits is an important part of being self-empowered. It means being aware of your limits and telling other people about them. Setting limits can help you keep your time, energy, and health safe. Empowerment means being able to make smart, well-informed choices. Spend some time getting information, weighing your choices, and thinking about what will happen if you make a certain choice. Having an empowered attitude isn't enough. You also have to do something. Do things that will help you reach your goals and dreams. Over time, even small steps can add up to big changes. No matter how small, remember and praise the things you've done well. Celebrating your wins helps you feel good about yourself and drives you to keep going after your goals. Giving up a victim mindset is another part of taking responsibility for your life. When someone has a victim attitude, they think they can't do anything about their problems and blame others. This way of thinking can really get in the way of your personal growth and happiness. Think about the events in your life and figure out how you might have affected the result. This doesn't mean you should blame yourself, but you should know what you did to make things happen. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim, see yourself as someone who makes their own life. Pay attention to the things you can change and act to make things better. Your mind can shift from what's wrong in your life to what's right if you are grateful. Practicing gratitude means noticing the good things in your life and saying thank you for them on a regular basis. If you want to take charge of your life, you have to also take charge of your feelings. Emotions are seen as temporary states that come and go in Buddhism. Although feeling emotions is a normal part of being human, it is important to control them and not let them decide what you do. Pay attention to your feelings and how they affect what you do and how you think. Mindfulness practice can help you be present with your feelings without judging them. Don't try to hide or avoid your feelings. Just accept them as they are. When you accept your feelings, you can fully experience them and work through them in a healthy way. Learn ways to keep your emotions in check, like how to do deep breathing, grounding routines, or mindfulness practices. These methods can help you control your strong feelings and act calmly. If you're having a hard time with strong emotions, get help from family, friends, or a mental health expert. Talking about how you feel can help you feel better and see things in a different light. Making your life have purpose and meaning comes from taking charge of it. Buddhism says that you can only be truly happy when you live your life in line with your values and help other people. Taking responsibility for your choices and actions will help you make a life that fits your greatest hopes and values. Make goals that are in line with your morals and give you a reason to live. These goals could be about improving yourself, getting ahead in your job, making friends, or giving back to your community. Helping other people is one of the most satisfying ways to give your life value. You can help people who are in need by volunteering, doing nice things for them, or being there for them as a friend or family member. Living an honest life means being true to yourself. This means being honest about who you are, loving how special you are, and not trying to fit in with what other people want. Inner peace is an important part of living a worthwhile life. Mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection are all good ways to calm down and feel happy inside. It is a deep and life-changing journey to take responsibility for your life. You need to know yourself, be disciplined, and be dedicated to growing as a person. Adopting this idea will give you the power to make smart decisions, get through tough times, and build a meaningful, satisfying life. Don't forget that you wrote your own story and can change your future. Take charge of your life and be open to all the opportunities that lie ahead. Lesson 4. Pay attention to what's going on right now and work hard. To reach your goals, you need to be patient and persistent. It's easy to get anxious and want results right away in this fast-paced world. True success, on the other hand, often takes time to show up. When you have patience, you can stay on your road even when it seems like you're not making any progress. Don't forget that every little step you take counts toward your goal. By learning to be patient, you build the strength to deal with setbacks and delays, knowing that they are just part of the trip. Consistent effort and hard work are built on discipline. It means making a plan, turning it into habits, and sticking to them even when you don't feel like it. To become disciplined, you need to be dedicated to your goals and able to choose long-term benefits over short-term joys. Discipline is important for staying focused and making steady progress, whether it's getting up early, setting aside time to study or practice, or living a healthy life. While it's good to have big goals, it's also important to make sure your goals are attainable and realistic. Split your bigger goals into smaller, more manageable jobs that you can do every day or every week. This method not only helps you feel like you can reach your goals, but it also gives you a sense of success as you finish each job. Celebrate these little wins because they keep you going and give you energy. Focus and hard work are important, but you should also be able to change your mind when necessary. Life is full of surprises, and your plans may need to change from time to time. You can deal with new situations without losing sight of your main goals if you are open. Being able to change with the times is an important part of mindfulness because it means being in the present and reacting to what's happening. If you run into problems or failures, don't give up. Instead, look at what happened, change how you're doing things, and keep going. Having a good attitude can help you stay focused and work hard. Having this trait means keeping a positive attitude even when things go wrong. Thinking positively keeps you inspired, lowers your stress, and makes it easier to keep going. Show thanks by noticing the good things in your life and the things you've done, no matter how small. Surround yourself with good things, like helpful people, books that inspire you, or material that makes you feel good. You can keep the energy and excitement you need to reach your goals by keeping a positive attitude. It's important to work hard, but it's also important to take breaks and rest. If you work too hard, you could get burned out, be less productive, and feel worse overall. Buddhism teaches that the middle way, which is a way of balance and moderation, is very important. Make sure you follow this concept by making sure you get enough rest, relaxation, and self-care. Take breaks often, make sure you get enough sleep, and do things that make you feel good. A mind that has had enough rest is more focused, imaginative, and able to work hard for a long time. To stay on track and make progress, it's important to think about things often. Take some time to think about what you're doing and how far you've come toward your goals. Are you going the right way? Are the things you do in line with your ideals and goals? You can figure out what's working and what's not by reflecting, which lets you make the necessary changes. This evaluation of yourself helps you keep track of your progress and make sure you're working hard but also smart. Focusing on the present often requires work from you, but don't be afraid to ask for help and work together when you need to. Whether it's getting help from a mentor, a friend, or working together on a project, getting other people involved can make your work better and give you new ideas. Buddhism stresses how important the Sangha, or group, is as a place to get help and ideas. Join forces with people who share your values or goals and get strength from the support and knowledge of the group. Consistent practice and a desire to keep getting better are often the keys to success. Regular practice is key to mastery, whether you're working on a skill, building a job, or following your passion. Accept that you are learning and be willing to hear comments and helpful criticism. Buddhism teaches people to be humble and to keep an open mind, which means being curious and open to everything that happens. You can stay engaged, inspired, and on the path to success by keeping in mind that you can always do better. One of the most important things you can do to be successful is to focus on the moment and work hard. Buddhism has helpful teachings and practices that can help you develop the right attitude, self-control, and toughness to reach your goals. You can handle life's hurdles and unknowns with clarity and purpose if you are aware, patient, disciplined, and flexible. Don't forget that success isn't just getting where you want to go. It's also about the work, growth, and satisfaction you feel along the way. Enjoy the present, work hard to reach your goals, and have faith in your ability to make your life important and successful.